Broadside Day 421. One day past Mother's Day, I'd like to say something else about women. Women, y'all love to help women. It's crazy, man. I was watching a video yesterday of this woman that comes, she's like an Applebee's or something. I don't know where she's at. Some restaurant. She comes out of the bathroom. I don't know why this was being filmed, but it was being filmed. And they capture this woman coming out of the bathroom, and she's got like a Jackie Gleason line of toilet paper coming out of the back of her pants. Now, let's discount the fact that I can't fathom how that even happens. Like, if she's sitting on the toilet and goes to get some toilet paper and just pulls it off the roll and just starts shoving it down her pants, why was it 17 feet long? I don't understand how that even accidentally happens. Intentionally, obviously, that would be mental illness, but nevertheless, she's got all this stuff, hanging out, and everybody's, laughing and all this. But then you got this woman finally gets up, and within like 10 seconds, she gets up and walks over there, and she's like, and then the woman's like, oh no, and she fixes the problem, right? That's women right there. Women will help each other. I'm gonna tell you what, I was downtown one time in a city, this huge expo, hundreds of people walking around, perhaps thousands, and I'm sitting on a park bench, and in front of me is another park bench kind of facing me, like 5 feet away. And I noticed that this dude's fly is just open to the world. And it was, let's just say it was bad. There was a situation going on. And I was like, yeah, he's going to have a hard time, attracting the opposite sex with that. And I thought for a minute, I was like, I should tell him about that. And then I thought to myself, he'll figure it out. And that's how guys are, right? And women are out there. I'll give you another one. Women, I'm watching this video just this morning, and there's like a 472-pound woman, and she's wearing like fishnet and stuff that's like it's not gonna stay where it's at, you know what I mean? And it's too much. It's a lot of, it's not covering much of anything, and it should, it's bad. It's a bad outfit, right? And she's got all her rowdy friends. They're all glammed up as well, and they're all morbidly obese, wearing these crazy string outfits and all, and they going out to the club or whatever. And everybody in the comments that's a woman is all like, girl, I wish I had your confidence. And I'm like, guys would be like, yo, dude, you need to go back in there and put some clothes on because you look like a fool. Nobody's telling her she's a fool. They're just building her up. I just find that just amazing between men and women, because we don't build up anybody. We tear down or step over, But yeah, Saturday I went to a county zoo at a park, right? And this county has done a very good job of putting together a park that consists of indigenous animals, right? And it's just stupid. Like, it was $1. And it pisses me off because I'm like, why are taxes paying for most of this when y'all could easily charge $5 for this? Hell, you could probably get away with 10 or 12. And I know you want people to come, but $1 is, you might as well be free. What are you making off of this? Like $80 a day? Because these enclosures are not cheap to make, and I don't know what it costs to feed a bear for a day, but it can't be cheap. But I'm sitting here looking at it. It's got like vultures and an eagle and bears and wolves and deer and alligator, just everything that lives in this state. And I'm looking at everything other than the eagle. I got this right when I got there. The eagle was eating like a possum or something. It was just chewing that thing apart. It's fascinating that birds eat meat, but it's just swallowing huge chunks of stuff, and he's got those huge talons. It's pretty cool to watch. But then I get to the bear exhibit, and I went by there, and two bears just laying there. They look like they're dead, and they're just laying out in the shade doing absolutely nothing. I come by 30 minutes later thinking, oh, maybe they've moved, because it's fascinating when you see a bear move. They ain't moved. And I thought to myself, it's a good, and then they got like black vultures and turkey vultures, and they're in a cage about the size of this truck, and so they can't really fly anywhere. They just hang out. There's just nothing to do. They just lay there. An alligator is a perfect example, or a snake. Other than the 4 minutes a day that they spend, eating, because they swallow everything whole. Like, an alligator takes like 4 seconds to eat something. The rest of the time, they're just laying there doing nothing. And it's a good thing that animals are stupid. They're stupid because their brains are small and they can't comprehend like love and happiness and all that kind of glee. But it's good that they're like that, because they don't know what they're missing. I mean, I thought to myself while I'm looking at the bear, I'm like, man, if I gave this bear a Dodge Viper, and I said, Dodge Viper meet bear, bear meet Dodge Viper, you know, take a ride, the bear would learn how to smile all of a sudden, because he'd be just rolling through those 6 speeds and just all that torque, you know, 8 liters of just pure fear, and he'd be like, man, this is great. And then you take the bear to like Roost Chris, you know, sit him down, put a little napkin on his well, he's not wearing a shirt, but you would just he'd have a bib. All right. And so then, you know, the steak comes out. Yeah, don't just swallow it whole. Eat the broccoli, eat the potatoes. They were a la carte. Roost Chris charges like $14 for potatoes for some reason. Apparently potatoes cost more at Roost Chris. But yeah, you can't even taste the garlic butter like seared into the crust of that steak when you just swallow. Like, you want to ask the bear, like, do you even have, you know, those sensors on your tongue that give you salt and sweet and savory and sour and all that, like bitter, whatever they are? You don't have taste buds because y'all just eat everything so fast, it doesn't make any sense. You're a bear, you're an apex predator in the woods. Ain't nobody gonna come over there and take your salmon. Enjoy the salmon, just chill with it. Go sit on a rock, lay it on your belly, and just sit there and eat it for 30 minutes. You know, you don't have to just gorge yourselves. So, you know, that's what I thought about Dodge Vipers and Roost Chris Steakhouse, and just taking a bear out, you know, and men being, listen, you don't need to eat me while I'm riding shotgun in this damn Viper, and I don't need you to drive like you're Al Pacino in Sin of a Woman. I need you to pay attention to the road, you know what I mean? Because I want to make it to the restaurant where we'll get you a nice marbled steak that you can enjoy. I've talked enough. Giddy up.